Like Liz, I share a deep concern about the rise in anti-Semitism that we're seeing around the country, and of course, our prayers are with everyone at the synagogue in California. The fatality as well as the injured. We commend those heroes, the rabbi, the off-duty Border Patrol agent who helped confront the shooter and run the shooter off, and ultimately led to the capture. We also are concerned about what we're seeing on this far left socialist agenda from Nancy Pelosi. And just a short period of time, we've seen some of the most radical ideas, and unfortunately, the ideas keep getting worse. And especially what we're talking about today, and what Dr. Burgess will be spending good quality time in the Rules Committee discussing. But it's a serious issue, and it exposes where the Democrats really want to go on health care. It started with the Affordable Care Act, which clearly was not affordable, and the lies, the broken promises. If you like what you have, you can keep it. Costs were going to be lower, and in fact, now costs are even higher. Many millions of Americans, including people with pre-existing conditions, are not only seeing double-digit increases in their premiums, they're seeing deductibles as high as $10,000. That's not affordable health care. That's not the direction we want to go. And in fact, now they want to go even further to the left with this idea that it's not about Medicare for all, it's about taking away private insurance. Under the Democrat bill, over 150 million Americans would lose the good health care that they have in the private insurance market. Again, another broken promise. If you like what you have, you can keep it. Not under this health care bill, where they literally would take away more and more choices, and over 150 million people losing good health care they like. It would destroy rural hospitals all across America and would lead to fewer choices and higher costs. We want to protect people with pre-existing conditions while focus on lowering premiums, giving families more choices. Let families choose which doctor they want to see and which plan they want to buy for their family, not some unelected bureaucrat in Washington. So it's a very clear contrast of where the Democrats are trying to take us further down a path that destroys good health care for over 100 million Americans versus what we want to do to help protect families with pre-existing conditions and families without pre-existing conditions who are paying too much and have fewer choices. Let's give them more choices with lower premiums. And finally, we're going to see tomorrow the Democrats trying to push us back into the Paris Accord. President Trump rightfully removed us from that agreement. By the way, every country that's in the agreement isn't even achieving the goals that they set out. If you look at what it's going to do, it would wreck every manufacturing economy involved. The American manufacturing economy, by the way, we're seeing this incredible renaissance. We're seeing an energy-dominant renaissance, but we're seeing job renaissance because millions of jobs are coming back to America. Higher wages are the result for families that are hardworking, that we're looking for better opportunities. They're finally seeing those opportunities, and that would go away. And where would it go? Those jobs would go to China. They would go to India, countries that are exempt from the very Paris Accord numbers that everybody's talking about till 2030. And by the way, they're the highest emitters. In America, we've actually seen a reduction since 2000 in carbon emissions, a dramatic reduction through technology. So we don't want to lose the great economic gains we've achieved, and we don't want to lose the reduction in carbon emissions that we've been able to achieve over the last 19 years because of not just economic growth, but because of great innovation in technology that America's always been known for. Let's not yield those kind of gains to countries like China and India, who emit 5 times, in many cases, more carbon than we do. So we'll be battling on all of those fronts.